What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox. Oh my god, this sun is so bright. I'm sorry, you guys. The Lord is waking us up this morning. It's Rox, and this is just a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. Alright, you guys, so first story up, we might as well get it out of the way, even though everybody has talked about it to death. I guess I have to put my little spin on it as well. The Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj beef. Where did the beef come from? Well, supposedly this beef started back in 2007. There was a freestyle that was done by Nicki called Dirty Money. She rapped over a Terror Squad beat, and it was assumed that some of the words that she said in that song was coming at Remy Ma. Remy Ma actually came at Nicki Minaj at a industry event party about that freestyle. But shortly after that, we all know that Remy Ma went into jail and was there for almost 7 years, and it was assumed that the beef had died. I think she did do some sort of freestyle in jail. Might have been picking at Nicki a little bit, but for all intents and purposes, the damn beef died. When she got out of jail, it looked like it was a love fest between the two, you know, big up in each other. And Nicki Minaj wanting to do a song with Remy and Foxy. And even Remy Ma congratulating on her successes, her awards, you know, millions sold and all of that. So we thought that everything was good in the hood, although in the background, from what I understand, because y'all know I'm not a hip-hop head like that, they say that these two have been taking real slight pot shots at each other in certain songs, okay? I think Remy Ma had a couple of songs where they thought she was talking about Nicki. And then when she was asked about it on the radio show just the other day, just a week or two ago, she said no, she wasn't talking about Nicki Minaj. She wasn't coming at her. The girl had never come for her, you know, so she was, you know, if she's gonna talk about you, you gonna know who she talking about. She gonna say names. She gonna talk about your mama, your daddy, your kids. That was just the other day. A couple of days after that interview, Nicki Minaj was a part of 2 songs that were released. One by Jason Derulo by the name of Swalla, and the other one by my baby Gucci Mane, okay? And that one was called Make Love. And in both of these songs, it was assumed that she was talking about Remy Ma. In Make Love, she was a little bit more direct in her approach, basically talking about Remy Ma talking about her, but she can't speak because she doesn't sell records. Okay, she doesn't have plaques. Basically, your career is dead. So she came at Remy Ma. I wouldn't say all that strongly. I just would say that maybe a little bit more directly. And honey, why she say that? Because shit. Right the very next day after Make Love was released, Remy Ma released Sheether. Or is it Shether? I think it's Sheether, you guys. And it is somewhere around a 7-minute long diss to Nicki Minaj, where she talks about everything from her fake ass, Fallen, Meek Mill's not being able to fuck her for 3 months, her fucking the squad, okay, both Drake and Lil Wayne, them supposedly being her ghostwriters. She talked about her fucking Tremaine, you know, Trey Songz, Ebro, how she signed a 360 deal, how she's not making all that much money off of her hits. Talked about her brother being a pedophile, how Nicki Minaj supports her pedophile brother. It just went on and on and on. It was, like many have said, one of the most disrespectful that we've heard in a long, long time. Now, you guys know that I come from an era where rap beefs was big. There are a lot of rappers who were going back and forth with each other, and we all knew about it, and we got a certain amount of pleasure out of it, and this time is no different. I myself am here for it. I like Nicki Minaj probably as much as I like Remy Ma. Like, neither one of them is nobody that I'm fixing to be caping for or anybody, but you know, I like them both. But it is true that Nicki Minaj really has not had any competition, so it makes you wonder if her rise to stardom is because of her talent, or if it's because of the fact that she hasn't had anybody to challenge her. There's nobody else out there. It got to the point where she was going to win all the female rap artist awards on the BET Awards because she's the only fucking female rap artist out there. Iggy gave her a little bit of, you know, when Iggy first came out and people was trying to see if Iggy was going to do something, and then, you know, Iggy said some shit about black folks, and it looked like Iggy had some work done to her body to more mimic a black woman's body, and yeah, y'all wasn't feeling that. So right when we thought Iggy was going to be, you know, giving Nicki some kind of challenge, it didn't quite happen that way. So she's been kind of floating at the top, and it just kind of makes you wonder why. So I'm here for the beef as long as it doesn't get violent, which I don't think that it will. I mean, yeah, it was quite disrespectful. Like I said, especially her taking it to the point where she's talking about her brother being a pedophile and all that. Yeah, those are things that Nicki Minaj obviously could not control. But other than that, I'm here for the beef. I was waiting to see if Nicki Minaj was going to respond. It's obvious that she is not. All she has done is posted, you know, pictures of her in S&M type wear. I guess she was like, bitch, I still look good. But she hasn't really responded on wax. True hip-hop heads said that if you don't respond within a certain amount of time, then you have lost that battle. I guess in today's day and age, it could be done a few ways. You can ignore it. You can come out with a huge hit and save all your venom for then. But I don't know, it just sort of dies down if you don't respond right away. You know, you kind of lost your opportunity. Really, I don't know what she could say. Like Safari said, it's no need to really even say anything. Just let that go. One part of me feels like she's leaving it alone, and the other part of me just feels like hopefully she has something up her sleeve, because yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible in a little giggly type way. Yeah, you know, I'm here for it. I could do a beef between rappers. I don't want it to be about black women coming after each other. You know, I don't want it to be like that. Let's not take it there. Let it just be between two female rappers that's trying to claim the top spot. Right now, Nicki Minaj obviously still has that spot, but it ain't been too good for Nicki lately, okay? They done took her shit out of Kmart. Why the fuck y'all wasn't buying her damn plastic clothes and nappy fur coats from Kmart, y'all? Y'all ain't right. The Barbies, I need y'all to get right with your girl. Support her. She needs y'all. And it's funny because they was out there, honey. They was writing rap responses and posting it shit. I guess they was like, Nicki won't do it, we'll take care of it for her. Some of them was pretty good, actually, but... And then, of course, the beef brings along other shit. Okay, so Remy had dragged all these people in there. Okay, so now they've got to figure out how they're going to approach this whole thing, you know. Trey Songz, when Nicki Minaj got upset with him for not denying it, I guess, in a way that she thought was appropriate, he told her, you need to be mad at Remy, not me. Okay, but he did say that it didn't happen. He didn't sleep with her. Ebro said that it didn't happen, but he's loving the publicity for his radio station. And then, of course, you got Meek Mill kind of, you know, co-signing on the low on Instagram posts when people post shit as if he's agreeing with what they're saying about Nicki Minaj. And then, of course, then it brings in the bitch-like tendencies of the game, who has to now come in and defend Nicki Minaj's honor against Meek Mill. Like, why do the men even have to get in this? See, that's the whole thing. Like, niggas always want to get in shit that ain't got shit to do with them. Let Remy and Nicki handle it. We don't need no men coming in here, Captain Save a Hole. We can do this. They both from New York. Where they from, y'all? Y'all be real serious about y'all boroughs out there. I really do think that they both have talent enough where they can defend the title, or try to take over the title on their own. You need these motherfuckers out there. I'm so sick of the game and all them anyway. Just always jumping in on shit when they don't have to. But yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna sit back and watch and see what happens. If Nicki do come at her, though, I'm gonna need her to come real vicious, though. I'm gonna need her to say some shit. And she probably won't, because, you know, she has a brand to protect more than Remy. Remy don't have as much to lose as Nicki Minaj does. So, you know. But sometimes you just got to step out. You got to do what you gotta do, okay, to protect your, you know, to protect your name. So... we'll see, child. I mean, it ain't nothing that we fixing to die over. Remy Ma's flow to me is kind of like, you know, it's sort of like, I don't know what the word is. It's sort of just like, ugh. And I didn't think that Nicki Minaj's rap in Make Love was all that great either. Because I was just like, now this ain't the Nicki Minaj that we used to hear. And she just kind of sound like she talking, thought of some words that rhymed. And I mean, you know, and in the car. It's like, what? That is stupid. This ain't quality rap like what used to be back in the day. So anyway, I done said enough about that, y'all. More than I even planned on saying. All I'm saying is I'm here for the beef. Right now, I think Remy is winning. But as far as responses go, we'll see if Nicki can make the best of it and come out on top. What did you guys think about it, though? It was rough. It definitely was rough. Somebody just parked right in front of me, and look at how bright the damn light is. Anyway, you guys, last Saturday, I gussied up all of the courage that I could muster and went to go see the movie Get Out. Get Out is written and directed by Jordan Peele. You guys know he is one half of the comedy duo team of Key and Peele. Yeah, Jordan Peele written and directed this movie. I believe this was his directorial debut of this movie, a horror movie. That I don't understand why it was branded a horror movie, because it really was not a horror movie. It was more of a suspenseful thriller. But I can see where he took some aspects of different horror movies and kind of added it to the general feel of this movie. I'm not going to get into any spoilers. Hell, if you have seen the damn trailer for the movie, it pretty much tells you the entire movie. Of course, there's more to it, but you get a real good, clear understanding of what the fuck is going on from the trailer. So without giving away the story for those of you guys who haven't seen it, it is a very good movie. Very good. They say that it got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is almost unheard of, especially for a first-time director, and him stepping off into a genre that he doesn't normally work in. Now, of course, the movie does have some comedy in it, but not slapstick in your face type of comedy. It's more of the whole feel of the movie is that when we as black people don't feel like something is right, but we cannot put our finger on it unless we're talking to another black person. And he's able to use that feel, so when you're sitting in the movie as a black person watching it, I wonder if it feels different for white people, but you just kind of laugh at a lot of things that happen, because it's just sort of like, well, gosh, we kind of have been in certain situations like this before where you just been like, what? The acting was all superb. I thought everybody did a good job. It was just the right amount of funny and creepy and shocking, and we enjoyed it very, very much. I wasn't even sure how I was going to feel about it, because you guys, I am very scary and I don't like scary movies at all. So I'm just letting you guys know out there who are afraid of scary movies as well. You have seen worse than this on regular TV. So I think that you would be able to get through it very well. But yeah, really good. I don't know if horror movies are ever really nominated for anything, but he should definitely be recognized for the work that was done on this movie. I thought it was just really, really good. I thought it was really good. I thought it had a message in it. Of course, it's very racially charged, or racial undertones. Not even really undertones. It's very blatant and in your face. And that's probably why we feel so uncomfortable about it, because we're not used to shit just being right in our face like that. But definitely worth a see. I think that you guys should get out and see it as well. You guys let me know what you thought about the movies. Try not to give out any spoilers, though, for people who haven't seen it. But yeah, very, very good, Jordan Peele. You did the damn thing there. It seems that Candy and Tiny and Tamika and Latasha was at the house individually on their own, watching the New Edition story, and they all had a collective feeling that, you know what? We need to quit fucking playing around. If Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, and Johnny can get the kind of love that they get 20, 30 years after the fact, maybe we can do the exact same thing. So they was able to get over whatever the fuck they had their problems with, and decided to meet on Big Tigger's radio show on V103 out here the other day to exclaim to the masses that they have decided to work it out, reunite, and what? Not quite sure what that means. I don't know if that means they're going to be going on tour together. You know, in these oldies concerts, you know how you have En Vogue and Tony and Drew Hill, and, you know, all the groups are going around, and 90s groups are going around and touring and making pretty good money, I understand from that. I don't know if that's what they're going to be doing, or if they're actually coming out with a new album, but it looks like that Escape has reunited They're friends now. They've apologized to each other for all the shit that has happened, all the rumors, all the innuendo, all the bad blood between all four of them. And they're ready to get to this butt. Shout out to Stevie. I ain't said that shit in a long time. Y'all know y'all be hearing it soon though, because next week is Atlanta. So Escape is on their way back to something. What do you guys think about that? When I think about it, now for sure, Escape is Atlanta legend. Like everybody in Atlanta loves Escape. For sure, have a strong fan base here. When I think about Escape nationwide, worldwide, when we think about the fame that New Edition had, no, I don't get that kind of feeling. I don't get that kind of feeling like, oh my God, they're getting back together. Thank God for that. But I know that they have fans out there that are excited to see them. I would like for you guys to tell me though, are you really checking for an Escape reunion? An album? Not necessarily touring, because touring is always cool. You know, we like to see our oldies. We like to see that. But an album? What do you guys think about that? Okay, we see Candy and Tiny all the fucking time. Candy on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I really don't want to hear her sing anything. That old strong ass vibrato, I fly high up above. What's her song? I don't even remember. I fly high up above. Child, whatever it is, I'm not really trying to hear that. Tiny, I know she came out with something like a couple of years ago, but yeah, I don't, you know. I'm sure Tamika and Latasha can still sing their asses off, because they were the ones that I always thought sang the strongest in the group anyway. But I don't know, y'all. I mean, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. Everybody was tweeting me and shit, telling me they was all together at the station. Well, Latasha was in Las Vegas, so she was calling in. But yeah, they supposedly back together, and we gonna see. Y'all tell me what you think about Escape getting back together though. Are you excited about hearing them? You're my little secret. I can't even think of no. Why the fuck I can't think of none of them Escape songs? Like I can remember the videos and seeing them, you know, dressed like dudes and shit. But anyway, you guys, I mean, it's all good. Folks need to make their money. Okay, Candy and Tiny don't really need it, but the other two look like they could probably appreciate a few dollars here and there. So I ain't mad trying to come in between people with getting their little monies and everything. So, but yeah, y'all let me know what you think. Are you looking forward to Escape coming back? I don't think that I am, but maybe I'm in the minority. Guys, so Beyonce and her swollen ankles was sitting at the house with her feet up, and she decided to call the Coachella people, and she was just like, listen, I thought I was going to be able to get up on that stage and sit down in my chair, have, you know, a big screen behind me with a little bit of razzmatazz going on. I thought I was going to be able to get up there with that. Don't really look like the kids want to see me do that for 2 hours, so y'all ain't going to be able to do it, because a bitch can't breathe. So I'm at to bow out gracefully, and maybe you can find somebody else to fill my damn shoes. I was really shocked when she said she was going to go on with the Coachella gig, especially after she was on the Grammys, and we could tell that she was winded even when she was trying to do her speech. And that don't mean that pregnant women can't get up on stage and perform and do everything, but look, 2 babies is a little bit different than just one baby leaning on your fucking diaphragm, okay? And she moved very slowly. She sat her ass in that chair. She walked across the table. She came on down the stage. She sat back down, okay? She did a little bit of whatever she did. And yeah, that was it. I was like, okay, mama ain't fixing to get up there with all that pussy popping and, you know, doing all that you guys was used to her doing. So I was thinking that Coachella was going to be very interesting, because just the whole vibe of Coachella and the whole freeness and being outside and all of that, yeah, that ain't really conducive to when you pregnant with twins and you tired as fuck and it's hot and all of that. No. So Beyonce finally said, yeah, I'm gonna have to let it go. Okay, looks like another love TKO. The Coachella people said, yeah, we sorry about that, y'all, but we gonna go on and get a replacement for B. She gonna be back next year. So after looking around, people were trying to figure out who they would have to replace Beyonce. Beyonce is not really the most replaceable person. Excuse me. I thought that Rihanna would have been a good replacement, but you know, if I'm Rihanna and you know, they call me to do Coachella after Beyonce already was on the bill, and now they just like, hey, can you come and fill in? And yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, you're not gonna make me look like I'm second to Beyonce, especially with the little rivalry that, you know, they say they don't have between the two. But yeah, that's not a good look. That's all right. And I don't even know if they approached her or not, but if I was Rihanna, that would be how I would feel. So they ended up getting Lady Gaga, and you guys just got a taste of Lady Gaga at the Super Bowl halftime experience. Yeah, I've heard mixed things about it. Like, I don't really care because I don't go to Coachella, okay? But if I did go to Coachella and I had bought a ticket, I would be mad because I want to see Lady Gaga if I want to see Beyonce, okay? But I don't really want to see anybody if I want to see Beyonce, so it's more like give me my money back. They're doing the best that they can. The fucking fair has to go on, and people, you know, they got to have somebody up there. I just don't think that Lady Gaga is, like, does she have some hits out right now? Because I don't know. But she's got a lot of good stage presence and, you know, music that people like and know and all of that, so she'll be fine. But yeah, if I hadn't bought tickets, yeah, it's fuck it. Give me my money back and I'm done with it. What do you guys think about Lady Gaga, though? Okay, I like Lady Gaga's music. I mean, she'll be able to pull it off. I just would be disappointed in general with basically anybody if Beyonce was who I was going to go see. Y'all tell me if you bought your tickets for Coachella, you looking forward to seeing Lady Gaga? Who do you guys think would have been a better replacement? Y'all go on and tell me who y'all think that might be down below. So Sunday was the Oscars, the 89th Annual Academy Awards, and we watched, we tweeted, we Snapchat, we had a good time. I enjoyed the Oscars. I always do. I love to watch the red carpet and all of the beautiful gowns and see what everybody looks like. But let's talk about the actual awards show. First of all, Jimmy Kimmel, he is one of my favorite TV hosts. I don't know if I would have given him an A on this hosting gig that he had. Some of the jokes fell flat. I think I was kind of over him. It was almost like overkill. But it's okay. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose as a comedian. Sometimes shit just don't work. I don't know if a lot of the stuff worked for him that night. Let's just talk about what's the biggest story of the night, and that would be the Best Picture debacle and the fact that Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway were handed the incorrect envelopes by the two PwC accountants that, you know, sit on each side of the stage. They are solely responsible for handing out the correct envelope to the announcers so that the correct winner is announced and the people can get up there and say what they got to say and move the fuck along, okay? Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway were handed an envelope that instead of it saying for Best Picture, it said Best Actress in a Film. That was the award that was just given by Leonardo DiCaprio right before the Best Picture. This is the ending. This is the last award that's given, the biggest honor. Okay, what is the best movie of the fucking year? Warren Beatty opens up the envelope. There's some confusion of what he's reading, but they finally say La La Land. All of La La Land is celebrating as usual. They jump up, they run up there. Producers is up there talking, giving their thanks and whatnot. All of a sudden, you see some commotion on the stage behind what look like stage hands with little mics coming out, looking very frantic. And the producer, what was his name? Barry? No, that's the other guy. Jordan Horowitz. He's the producer for La La Land. He goes, we didn't win, Moonlight won. I'm not even lying. This is not a joke. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture. Now, Barry Jenkins, who is the director, of course, he jumps up. The cast for Moonlight kind of slowly get up like they don't understand what the fuck is going on here. Is this a joke? Is this not a joke? Is this real? Do I need to run up there? Do I not? So all of a sudden, all of the damn theater is just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? When they all got up there shocked, it had then took a little bit of the excitement out of a speech because it was still so much commotion up on the stage. But yeah, congratulations to Barry Jenkins and the cast and crew of Moonlight. I still haven't seen the movie. I plan on watching it on the Amazon stick this weekend. But good for them. Of course, I knew once the dust settled that they were going to fire those accountants. And word is now that they are fired. Brian Cullinan and Martha Ruiz. First of all, Brian Cullinan was the one that was responsible for giving Warren Beatty the incorrect envelope, because they say Martha had already handed her envelope to Leonardo DiCaprio when he went onto stage to give Best Actress. So Brian gave the wrong one, and they're saying that he gave the wrong one because he had just tweeted that Emma Stone won. I hope that's her last name. And they're saying that the reason why he gave them the wrong envelope is because he was distracted by the fucking tweet. Okay, how many times I done told y'all, say it with me, Twitter is the devil. And motherfuckers done lost their damn jobs over here trying to tweet some shit. Now, Price Water Clearing House. They say that they are investigating to see, you know, where shit fell apart. Still doesn't take the shine off of Moonlight. They say the movie was excellent. I haven't seen it. Like I said, I will be watching it, but congratulations to them. Congratulations also to Viola Davis, who won for Best Supporting Actress in Fences, and she looked beautiful. I was so proud of Viola Davis when she got up there and they showed her from behind when she first walked up on the stage, and it was just her dark skin against that bright red. I mean, it was like a beautiful it was just beautiful. You guys know I love Viola Davis. Just watching her act on, she deserves all the fucking awards that she gets because she is amazing in what she can do. So congratulations to her. We were all bummed that Denzel Washington did not get his Best Actor for Fences. I feel like he was snubbed, although I did not see Manchester by the Sea, so I don't know. I can't 100% say that the other guy didn't do better than Denzel Washington. But Denzel Washington had won all the fucking other awards all the way up. Okay, so usually when you win the Golden Globe and the SAG and all of these other ones, that's usually you are shoe-in for Best Actor. Didn't work out for him that way this time. All right, this is the second time that we thought that he would get Best Actor and he didn't get it. The first time was for Malcolm X. And he definitely should have got it then. I can remember being pissed that he didn't win. I wasn't really pissed this time because now we used to this shit, but his feelings was hurt, y'all. Did y'all see he had a little bit of, you know, he had a little sparkle, a little water in his eyes. I said, oh, don't cry, Denzel. Y'all fucking with Denzel. You gonna make the man cry on TV? He ain't acting? Oh, I felt so bad for him. Yeah, it's too bad. They know they should have gave that man his damn... Casey Affleck, did you guys see Manchester by the Sea? If you did, tell me what you thought about it. Everybody seemed to say that it was just quite depressing and blah. So that's it. Also, Halle's hair. Y'all, okay. So I'm just trying to understand what exactly it is on her head. They're saying that that was her hair. When I looked at that, that did not look like natural black people's hair. Okay, even if you got 4A, 4B, 4C, 3A, 3B, 3C hair, like, I'm looking at it and I was just like, that doesn't look like, you know, human person's hair that grew out their head. I swear I thought that it was pieces in there. I actually thought it was a full wig, but then they were saying, no, this is her hair. And I was just like, why the fuck would she walk around with her hair looking like that on purpose? It was a mess. It was so big and it was oddly cut. It was wrong up in here. It was too heavy, too dense in here. I was just like, no, Halle. And then the dress was not, you know, it was quite muted and quite boring, and I was just like, damn, Halle done fell off like this? It was terrible. I went back and looked at her Instagram and I was like, oh, she's been having this hair for quite a while now. So maybe it is her hair, but still, you guys, I just feel like it was more added in either way it went. The shit was fucked up. Okay, Halle, don't do that shit no more. Okay, girl, just don't. I know what she was trying to go for. Okay, because you know this is real cute with the synthetic hair right now, and you know, you get it curly and you do real big, and it's, you know, very Afrocentric and fluffy and full and all of that. But girl, that was not it. You had to miss the mark on that one. But she seems quite dedicated and committed to it. She didn't take that shit off or fix it or whatever for the after party. Vanity Fair, you know, she wore another cute little dress and still with that fucked up ass hair. I said, Halle, no. And then the color was weird. Oh, it was bad. Don't let me keep on talking about Halle. But that was pretty much it for the Oscars. Those were the main things that I wanted to talk about. You guys tell me what you thought, good, bad, and ugly. What movies you thought should have won. Oh, I did love Taraji's look. I loved Octavia Spencer, you guys know, because I'll be looking at her like, girl, what you gonna come up in there with it? She looks best because she has a middle, she has a big stomach. She always looks best when she has something that stops right here and just goes down so that it will camouflage her big stomach. So anything with a peplum or anything that's A-line but, you know, stops pretty much up under the bosom looks good on her. Janelle Monáe, her dress. All right. So I loved the middle part of the dress. Like, I wish that it didn't have that big black princessy, fluffy, floaty Cinderella type thing on the outside of it. If she would have just wore that dress as a straight dress, I would have loved it a whole lot more. It was very busy. Had a lot going on, but I wasn't feeling the princess thing. I think it would have been much sleeker if it would have just been a straight dress. Just that middle part, you guys know what I'm talking about, that was very jeweled, and I don't know what exactly it was. The top part was jeweled, and it looked like it had like flowers or something on the top, but the bottom I was just like, yeah, that's entirely too much for me. It was too much dress for her. She's so little and tiny. But her after party dress was bomb. Oh my God. I was like, girl, now that was the dress. It was netting up here. It had this huge belt that they had tied and it was coming down, and it was a full dress on the bottom, but it had a slit in it. It was fucking sharp. Best dress for sure for that after party. But yeah, her Oscar dress, it wasn't my favorite. But that's it, you guys. Tell me what you guys thought. Who you guys loved, hated, what you thought should have won, didn't win, all of that. Leave it below. You guys, and then in the racist white people news, Jose Torres. And I'm just like, Jose Torres, like, what is he? He can't be white with that name. Anyway, Jose and Kayla Norton, they got all riled up after South Carolina took down the Confederate flag. So they got their brethren, some people from a group called Respect the Flag. They all got together, got their big trucks, put their Confederate flags on the back of it, got their alcohol, drove around Douglas County out here in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, it's in Georgia, a suburb of Atlanta, and decided to terrorize and intimidate all the black people that was out and about in Douglas County by yelling racial slurs and insulting them, and like I said, threatening them. As a matter of fact, there was a family that was having a birthday party at their home, minding their own fucking business. They had a little jumpy outside, you know, they was cooking hot dogs on the grill, talking shit, okay, playing spades, bid wish, you know how we do. And they say that Kayla and Jose came with their friends, drove down the streets, pulled up in front of the house, was calling them niggas, saying, we gonna kill the niggas. Kayla said the little niggas can get it too, talking about the kids. Jose had then pulled out his fucking gun, shotgun, and pointed it at the people, said that he was gonna kill them. I mean, just all kind of, what the fuck is going on here? You know, the black people was not sure what to think. I'm sure that they was pissed, but they was also scared. Ain't nothing like a whole bunch of racist white people up in front of your house with guns and shit saying that they gonna kill you at your fucking kid's party. So anyway, Kayla, Jose, they say about 10 other people got arrested. The other folks had then pleaded guilty and accepted lesser charges, but I guess Jose and Kayla, they must have got them on fucking video. So they charged them for aggravated assault, also charged them for, there's this Georgia Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act or a law, okay, and they was able to pull them up on that. So yeah, Kayla and Jose, they sat down in that court, they was crying their ass off, you know, they apologized, they said that wasn't them, you know, that they wouldn't do nothing like that. They was so sorry, y'all. This is where the white people tears go, right here, y'all. Put the white people tears in here. The black people from the party got up there and said, you know what, you terrorized, you affected my life, you affected my kid's life, but we like black people, we always forgive, so we gonna forgive you, okay? And then your judge, William McClain, yeah, William McClain wasn't here for the bullshit that day. He said, y'all finished crying, y'all apologizing, you accepting and forgiving, okay. 20 years for you, Jose. 15 for you, Kayla. Okay, Jose will do 13 years, I think they said, and she will do 6. Yeah, he ain't got time for the bullshit. Y'all here with this fool fucking niggatry. Your ass is going to jail. Okay, now of course they all fell apart. They couldn't believe that the judge had lowered the boom like that. I'm glad that he did. Okay, it needs to be an example set. You cannot go around doing this kind of shit. I don't feel sorry for him. I'm sure they will appeal and try to get that lessened. But good. That is what you fucking get. Be careful in them jails. Although this is the South, they probably gonna have a whole Aryan nation up in there protecting them. But yeah, I can't too much worry about Kayla and Jose. You do shit like that, then you gotta pay for it. So that's pretty much how I feel about it. Y'all got the white folks tears. The white folks tears. So Jess Hilarious, you guys know her. She is the very funny black girl that is on Instagram who's making a name for herself by posting funny little videos and clips. The other day, she posted of herself with her son. He looks like he's about 3-4 years old, and it was a cute enough picture except for one thing. They didn't have any clothes on. Well, actually, she didn't have any clothes on. She had on some Jordans, and her son, who was straddling her, and she was kind of holding him, you know, in front of her, he had on skin tone colored shorts and Jordans as well, and he's hugging his mom because he loves his mom, and his mom is hugging him because she loves him. And yeah, everybody had a problem with the picture. I will tell you right from the beginning that when I saw the picture, I didn't understand why she was naked. How hard would it have been to just put on some shorts and a tank top? All right, it would have been a very cute picture like that. I mean, you already got on Jordans. He had on shorts. Okay, so why not just go on and put... So I didn't understand what exactly was the concept of the picture. When I saw it, I thought it was inappropriate, because I feel that when kids get to be a certain age and they can look at you and tell a difference between me and you, then that is a time when you need to start kind of practicing some, you need to start practicing covering up so that they understand that I'm different than you are, and this is my private area that needs to be respected the same way that yours is, and you cover yourself up and I cover myself up. I just feel like that's the appropriate thing to do. Like, I'm old school maybe. Maybe nowadays people are more free with it. But yeah, I just felt like it was inappropriate. Okay, now do I feel like the shit that Corey Holcomb said, you know, this is why whores is making their sons soft and trying to turn them into bitches? And yeah, no, that's ridiculous. Okay, took it way too far, way too left. It was just maybe a little small lapse in judgment. Maybe if she would have thought about it a little bit more, she would have thought maybe that wasn't a good idea. I don't think that her doing that is ruining this boy's life. I don't think it's turning him into anything else. I just think that Corey Holcomb did and said way too much. Okay, you just being ridiculous, bruh. Gilbert Arenas was able to come in. It's not that often that we agree with Gilbert, but in this instance, he was able to come in and kind of try to explain a little bit more why it's a double standard and why women probably shouldn't be naked in front of their sons, the same way that men shouldn't be naked in front of their daughters. But I don't agree with the whole we turning our boys into something else. I just think that this is a mother who wanted to take a picture with her son, and that's what she did, and it didn't look the best. She definitely went the fuck off on Corey Holcomb real bad. Okay, she's good at reading people. So you could tell that her feelings was hurt as well from that. Of course, it's turned into something else. They done posted pictures of this white chick with her child, and she's naked, and the little boy might be a little bit younger than the black kid. That wouldn't have been my favorite picture as well, although the pose is different. The little boy is sitting in front of the mother. You know, they're not kind of like chest to chest, genital to genital. I mean, it's terrible that you even got to think about shit like that, okay? Because this is a mother and their son. That's sick that you would even sexualize a picture between parents and their kids, but it is what it is, you guys. We can't ignore shit like that. So I just felt like the picture was inappropriate, but I don't think she's a terrible mother, and I don't think that she's doing anything to her son, trying to turn him soft or turn him gay or anything like that. Okay, so yeah, get Corey tripping, doing the most. doing the most. What did you guys think about the picture? Lastly, in quickies, TLC, they said that after 2 years, long-awaited album will be released at the end of June. So you guys that donated to the Kickstarter the whopping amount of $430,000, you can expect, we think, an album in June. Okay, the reason why there was a holdup, they said it was when they asked for the money, they wasn't really sure what they was gonna do. They didn't have nothing lined up. It was all going on emotions. They didn't know y'all was gonna give them all that fucking money. Now they have to come out with something, basically. So I ain't here for the old raggedy ass album, but look, if y'all want to see T-Boz and Chili still up there singing, then have at it. It will be here in June. So they say. Your boy Tyrese told us that he married his black queen on Valentine's Day this year. That's right. We didn't even know he was seeing anybody, but he definitely was seeing someone. They said he's been seeing a girl named Samantha Lee for the last couple of years. Although people was giving him grief about the pictures that he posted of this girl who did not look like she was your black queen. We now find out that she is Ecuadorian, Jamaican, and black. So I guess that would classify as a black queen. He says that he's married her, that she is graceful, beautiful, kind, loving, college educated with multiple degrees. Multiple degrees. Y'all heard how I said that? He's fucking braces, you guys. And that he's happy. That any man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Okay, so I ain't mad. Congratulations to Samantha and Tyrese. All I got to say is good luck with that, Samantha. All this talk's floating around about whether or not Oprah is going to run for presidency. She was on an interview on a talk show somewhere across seas, and they asked her about it. She said that she never thought that it would even be possible. Never even gave it a thought. She's not a politician. She says, but now that Donald Trump has won it, she's just sort of like, oh, it is possible, I guess. People thought that meant that she was looking to run for presidency, but she has said no, she will not. I would not want Oprah Winfrey to run for presidency. I don't want to see celebrities as presidents. I want this to end with Donald Trump. Hopefully it never happens again. People were talking about Lauren London, a picture that was posted of her sitting at the front row at a Laker game, I believe it was, with her man Nipsey Hussle. And Lauren London was observedly heavier than we are used to seeing her now. Lauren London had a little baby somewhere around 6 months ago, and it's obvious she has not lost the baby fat yet. So people were giving her grief and body shaming her and saying how big she looked and how she fell off and all of that. To which she had to respond that, you know, when she had her baby, she knew it was going to take about a year for her body to get back right, that she probably wouldn't be what casting directors wanted and all of that, and she was fine with it. She's happy with her life. She's happy with her body. The shit will get worked off when it gets worked off, but for now, she can't worry about what you guys think. She gives a fuck about what the world thinks about her at this moment, and I was like, good for her, because what really gets on my nerves about these celebrities when they have their babies is how they are a week later on Instagram posting a picture of them as they contort their fucking body in the bathroom so they can get a certain angle where they look like they smaller around the stomach area. And that's all fine and good for some people, but it doesn't happen for everybody. And that is even a fucking lie, because then you see that same person when they not contorted in the bathroom and when they just at the grocery store and paparazzi catches a picture of them and they look fat as fuck and their stomach is sticking out and their ass is big and all of that because they're not trying to put on for the gram. Then you get the real picture. Yeah, it's just like unnecessary. Like, people should not feel like once they have a baby that they have to have the snapback. Most women don't have the snapback like that. So it shouldn't even be the pressure put on these women to be thin and Hollywood ready right after they have a fucking baby. Like, you want to stay fucking fat, then stay fucking fat. Half of these girls that be posting the fucking snapback, it don't be the reality. Congratulations are in order to Cardi. Cardi B signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Atlantic Records, okay? So this is the main reason why she will not be returning to Love and Hip Hop New York. She does not need that show any longer. She was able to use the platform the right way. And yeah, she's come up multi-million-dollars. She said that she's ready to be taken seriously. Reality is not good for her anymore. Okay, so good for her. Then lastly, congratulations are also in order for the Obamas. According to Financial Times, there was a bidding war for an Obama book deal for both of them, both Michelle and Barack were writing their own separate books, but it's being packaged as a one book deal. There was a bidding war that was going on, and eventually Penguin Random House won the bid. They said to a tune of $60 million. That is a whole bunch of fucking money. So congratulations to them. Okay, just keep on coming up even after leaving the presidential office. This is the largest book deal that a leaving president has gotten. They said that Bill Clinton got $15 million and George W. Bush got $7 million. So y'all know I love when black folks do it. I love when my president and his wife definitely does it. Okay, so gonna give them the fist pump of righteousness. Congratulations to them. 60 millions. Whew, must be nice. Alright, you guys, that's it. Let me get to work. We do this every single week. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.